should get more of a tan or not more of a tan. Yeah. Unless a person to me is pretending that they are a race that they're not and lying, and I could name a couple people that done lied to y'all and told y'all that they was a certain race that they're not. Sweetheart, take them text messages and shove it up your fucking ass. Because when you do clown I gotta treat you and talk to you like you a clown. Don't have to come out and try to ruin anyone. Let her enjoy this time. If you was in this woman's group and you ain't talk about this for 10 years, and as soon as you see she got a video come out with Nicki Minaj and Puffy, now you sending the stations text messages and all this shit. Print them text messages out. Bust your ass open and shove it up your motherfucking ass. Okay? And stop trying to hurt people and kill people's lives and career. This is the way people feed their families. Stop. If you want a solo career, baby girl, just say that. You can go out and put your own music. We're going to support you and love you. That's it. You don't have to attack someone else. If that's how you felt, why was you keying with her and being in the videos with her for 10 years? Now, all of a sudden, she's not in a video with you. You have some negative, evil thing to do and say? Stop!
Hi guys, thank you so much for tuning in and clicking on this video. It's the latest on trend with your girl, Biami.
Big up yourself!
Okay, so the saga continues, guys, and Nicki and Jesy were live on Instagram. I watched the full live, and I'm gonna say I really enjoyed the live. If you are on Instagram, Nicki saved it, so it will be on her page. You guys will go ahead and watch it. I loved how constructive Nicki was. I feel like Nicki would be a really great interviewer, like a really great host. Like, I learned so much, but I love Nicki. I'm not a barb, but I love Nicki. She was even talking about how people don't like criticism anymore, and I feel like that was more constructive towards Jesy, and she said a lot of things which Jesy could kind of go away and take even for herself to build herself up. I loved how she didn't just go straight into it, but she kind of warmed up the live with Jesy, doing some icebreakers, you know, just to kind of make her a bit comfortable, because I don't know if she noticed that Jesy looked quite nervous, which she did. Like, she looked really nervous. So I really liked the fact that Nicki tried to make her comfortable, and they played like a couple of games, and then she just brought up like a few rappers' names. She shared a bit of her personal story times. Like, it was a really fun live. Like, I really enjoyed it. And of course, they spoke about the blackfishing allegations, the leaked DMs between Leigh-Anne and the Birmingham influencer, and Nicki dragged Leigh-Anne. Like, Nicki really came for Leigh-Anne, and a lot of people were debating whether Nicki was right or whether Nicki was wrong. I even saw one or two comments where people were still trying to come for Jesy because she started laughing, and they made a comment about how Jesy spoke about mental health, but here she is laughing at Nicki coming for Leigh-Anne. And I saw a couple of comments saying that they were getting mean girl vibes. I wasn't getting mean girl vibes. At the end of the day, Nicki made some great valid points. She spoke about the difference between a white woman pretending to be black or acting like she's black, or identifying as a black, or anyone identifying as a race that they're not, to a white woman tanning. It's like, do we have a problem with a white woman tanning but not have a problem with a black woman wearing a weave, a straight weave? For example, in the live, Nicki called Leigh-Anne a clown. She was straight up forward. She did not hold back as expected. And you know, one thing that she was saying, she was just like, if you could be with someone, you lot have to remember that they were in Little Mix for about 9 years. You cannot tell me that you were around me for a whole 9 years, and it's now that I'm trying to set off on my own, build my own career, make money, and trying to build my own success. That's when you want to come and tear me down. That's the problem that I have. I've seen some comments under the video that I made. You know, some people were like, I agree with Leigh-Anne, she did nothing wrong. She could have spoke to Jesy whilst they were in the group. You lot have to remember that Jesy going solo was a massive step for her. They are still in a group. The thing that puts me off about this whole situation with Leigh-Anne is how calculated it is. It's like, how are you gonna get an influencer to talk about Jesy, to expose her so that she can get dragged, and which could potentially end her career and get her cancelled? Because ultimately you cannot tell me that you are oblivious or that you don't know the impact of people getting exposed and what that can do to their career. So when you're telling this influencer allegedly to do this, what's your motive? And on top of that, why don't you leak the DMs yourself? So you want someone else to do your own dirty work. I can't respect people like that. Like, I can't. I'm so sorry. I really can't. Like I said, the live was really interesting. They spoke about a lot. Actually, it was only during the last probably 10-15 minutes of the live that they addressed the allegations. The other part of the live, it was just them kind of bouncing off of each other. Jesy spoke and she said how her intentions was never to hurt anybody. You know, this is the music that she grew up with. I found it a bit weird when she was saying how even Leigh-Anne used to be like, are you sure you're not mixed race because you tan dark, kind of thing. Like, I don't like that type of remarks either. It's just, the whole situation is just a bit weird, but at the same time I feel like Jesy is an easy target, and I just feel like this is some things that we just don't need to be. There's bigger things for us to be fighting over, for us to be fighting for, than a white woman who used fake tan. She was in Antigua, she was on holiday, her hair is naturally curly, which we do know that white women do have hair like this, right? Just saying. Like I said in my first video, there's a few things in the video that I don't agree with, but at the same time, it's like these people coincide this. You had Diddy, who is a black man, who partook in this. Like, so how can you stand against a white woman to try and tear her down when she's got A-listers, influential people who are black standing behind her? Of course she's gonna feel like, yeah, as a white woman, I've got black friends, I'm not racist type of narrative. We have to look at the person, their intentions and their motive. And for me, I feel like in this particular situation, they probably didn't think that she was going to get a hit song as a soloist like this. Leigh-Anne's action is coming across very spiteful, and that's the problem. The problem is that you thought you was going to be smart by messaging an influencer, and look, this influencer has gone ahead and leaked the DMs. Like, it's all messy, like it's all embarrassing and it's all messy. And I'm glad actually that Nicki came on and stood by Jesy, and I think Nicki did an excellent job. I think she was very direct, she wasn't disrespectful, I think she was straight to the point. And it's true, like, if you're going to be rolling with me for 9-10 years, you've never said a word, and then the moment I'm trying to get my career off of the ground, that's when you want to bring up some old stuff because you know that that could potentially ruin me. I think that's horrible. I think that's sad. What's even crazy about it is these are the women that will be like, women need to stand together and women need to support each other, but you're going behind a girl's back to do that. It's a bit mad to me. I'm not a fan of Jesy. There's something about her, I don't know. Someone in the comments took the words out of my mouth, and that's what I don't like. And I just hope that for Jesy's side, I hope she doesn't think, oh, because Nicki's on her side, that this is okay behavior. Like, you need to tread very carefully. However, I just don't like injustice. I don't like it. I don't like bullying, and I would stand for what is right regardless. And I definitely don't think that what Leigh-Anne was trying to do, which did not work, is right. But yeah guys, thank you for tuning in, and I'll speak to you guys in my next video.